Still got about 8 minutes.
Good morning. I said good morning. Welcome to the 218th commencement ceremony of University of Western States. I am Bola Majekobaje, Associate Vice President of Culture and Community, and your Masters of Ceremonies for this event. Today will be remembered as one of celebration, marking the culmination of a significant journey of transformation and transition, and signifying new beginnings. Along the way, our graduates have been transformed into people who can succeed in their own complex lives while caring for the complicated needs of the patients, clients, and communities they serve. And they will soon transition to a new phase, both personally and professionally. Friends and family, thank you for supporting your loved ones for these past years while they have realized their aspirations. Their success is largely because of your care and support. To make today's ceremony as enjoyable as possible for all, please observe a few housekeeping items. First, due to fire code considerations, the aisles may not be blocked for any reason during the ceremony, including for photography. Professional photographers will be taking official photographs of graduates, and these will be available online. For those who would like to take their own photographs, the stage area will remain set up and accessible after the ceremony. Second, please take a moment to ensure that your cell phone and other devices are silenced. So I'll give you a second to do that. I'll be providing additional guidance throughout the ceremony, so let us begin. And now, if you are able, please stand as we are joined by our graduates and distinguished guests. You may be seated. Welcome again to the 218th commencement ceremonies of the University of Western States. Greetings to the faculty, staff, administration, and trustees of the university, honored guests, family and friends, and our graduates both in person and joining us remotely. Unfortunately, President Brimhall is unable to join us today for the commencement ceremony, and he sends his congratulations and best wishes for the graduating class. It is now my honor to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party before you. From your left, Dr. Rosalia Messina, Executive Vice President and Acting President. Dr. David Pace, Keynote Speaker. Congressman Earl Blumenauer, honored guest. Dr. Leo Romero, Trustee Emeritus. Dr. Ellie Morton, member of the UWS Board of Trustees. Dr. Amy Ohana, Faculty Senate President and faculty member in the Clinical Mental Health Counseling Program. Dr. Sarah Castillo, Program Director, Sport and Performance Psychology Programs. Dr. Ann Venderly, Assistant Professor, College of Chiropractic. Dr. Marcia Prengruber, Dean, College of Naturopathic Medicine. Dr. Dana Sims, Provost, and I am Bola Majekobaje, Associate Vice President for Culture and Community. Also here with us today are the faculty and staff who shaped the journey of our graduates. Thank you for your significant contributions to their educational journeys. And now for a land acknowledgement. University of Western States and the Oregon Convention Center are located in Portland, Oregon in Multnomah County. We respectfully acknowledge and honor the Indigenous people whose traditional and ancestral homelands we stand on. The Multnomah, Cathlamet, Clackamas, Tumwater, Watlala bands of the Chinook, the Tualatin Kalapuya, and many other Indigenous nations of the Columbia River. Despite attempts of removal and erasure, Indigenous communities, groups, and individuals remain a strong and vital part of our region and many regions across the world. We recognize that this acknowledgement is a small step in affirming the ongoing presence and contributions of Native and Indigenous communities in our region and beyond. We commit to engaging with these communities by expanding access to our university, supporting current and future students and employees, building partnerships with local tribes and Native organizations, and improving access to quality healthcare. And now, to provide today's salutation is Dr. Sarah Castillo.
Graduates, families, friends, and faculty, congratulations. I stand before you today wearing my father's graduation robe. In it, I feel humbled, competent, and safe. It's like wearing one of his hugs. But I also feel as though there's more to learn, more to do, and more to be. Graduates, as you revel in your accomplishments, take time to appreciate the different hugs you've been able to wear along the way. The family who supported you, the friends who offered a listening ear, the classmates who commiserated with you, the faculty members who challenged you, and the supervisors and mentors who forced you out of your comfort zone. And then begin your journey, because it's called commencement, not completion. In the words of John Wooden, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Ellie Morton to share greetings from the University Board of Trustees.
To the graduates of the 218th commencement, I extend warm greetings and well wishes. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we celebrate your accomplishments and wish you continued success. It is my pleasure to welcome you as colleagues into the UWS family of alumni and friends. Congratulations.
Thank you. And now, I am sincerely honored to introduce Congressman Earl Blumenauer. Congressman Blumenauer has served in an elected office for 50 years at many levels, including as a state legislator, Multnomah County Commissioner, Portland City Council member, and for 27 years as a member of Congress. He has dedicated his career to creating livable communities where people are safe, healthy, and economically secure. This mission has guided his involvement in Congress on a wide range of issues. He may be best known in Portland for his work on the light rail, streetcars, and bicycles, but his work also included critical issues of war and peace, championing the fight to end the failed war on drugs, helping to write the Affordable Care Act, rescuing independent restaurants, food and farm policy, animal welfare, and writing the single largest investment in renewable energy in history. Please help me welcome Congressman Blumenauer.
Thank you for that kind introduction. I know the thought's going, this guy can't keep a job, can he? It's a great honor to be here, looking at all these relieved faces, parents, people on the faculty and staff who've done their job getting you here. I'm only sorry that Dr. Joe is not here. I deeply appreciate working with him, learning from him, and making progress together for over 20 years. Suffice it to say, this is actually a strange path that led me to this platform for your commencement address. Ironically, over 50 years ago, in my first House of Representative election for the Oregon legislature, your profession was ground zero. I was a bright young kid, appeared to have some promise and high energy campaign, and I was opposed by a very competent, seasoned, professional chiropractor named Robert Clifton. It kind of became a crusade for hundreds of Oregon chiropractors. At that time, the old college on 67th, just off Foster, anybody remember that? No, you don't. Every day during the campaign, there would be bright, young, freshly scrubbed chiropractic students going door to door to try and defeat me. I think virtually every chiropractor in the state contributed $100 to Bob. And you know, at that point, I didn't know a chiropractor from a veterinarian or a short line cook. But as you can imagine, I tried to figure out what was going on. Why so many of these young professionals who were chiropractors, and why were they so intensely involved against me? You should know at that time there were people with the Oregon Medical Association who were all too eager to fill me in on their version of the challenge of chiropractic medicine and the political process. And they had all sorts of unflattering examples. But it really wasn't about me. I didn't realize it at the time. They felt that their profession needed representation in the political process. And Bob Clifton, who ultimately became a neighbor of mine and a friend, was a respected professional who they thought could articulate that. Well, it was only a blip on the Oregon political scene, but it piqued my interest. And I continued after I was in office to explore further. And the more I learned, the more I was interested in what the chiropractic profession had to offer. Over the years, I paid more attention. I learned from friends and family members who used chiropractic services to amazing effect. I was able to meet many of your students, professors, practitioners, and appreciate the role that you played in Oregon's healthcare landscape. a non-invasive, holistic approach of non-chemical, non-big pharma medicine was really magic, dealing with the whole body. Imagine that. A healing tradition that was quite distinguished and quite effective. Over the years, working with Joe, your college, and the professionals, I was able to become much more deeply involved. I worked hard to provide parity in the political process so that you had the opportunity to prove your worth and level the playing field, making sure that the American healthcare system, so heavily dependent on government spending for the VA, Medicare, and Medicaid, would treat your profession with the respect and the opportunity to compete on that level playing field. I was happy over the years to work with you to make progress towards access to your services more widely, deal with accountability, helping particularly with veterans, and making some progress in integrating your approach into our federal impact on the healthcare system, especially the VA. Over the years, I was pleased to learn with and about you, work on providing access to services and payment, and to make sure you were fairly treated and better understood. The patients who relied on your approach to healing were adequately served by the federal system. I see this as a metaphor for what we need to do with the healthcare system generally. You have a lot to say, and you have a lot to offer. The American healthcare system, I don't have to tell you, is seriously troubled. We pay far more than any other country in the world for our healthcare, and for most Americans, the results are mediocre at best. Some of us have access to the world's finest healthcare, but that's not the case for all of us. The average American is underserved and overcharged. And it goes beyond that. As you fiercely advocate, there are many aspects to health and what Americans need to be healthy. We are subsidizing a diet that makes Americans sick. We're subsidizing a diet that makes Americans sick. And it's not available for all people because even though we're lavishing subsidies on large agribusiness that could better be served making good food healthy and affordable, it still is too expensive and not widely available for many people. We're shortchanging the American farmer and rancher, as well as our families. They are getting some of the lowest prices in the world for their product, yet what they are charged the American public, by and large, is very high. The rate of food inflation is way above average. There is a fixation and a subsidization on processed foods, which are a serious threat to the health of most Americans. Our system of food supply and subsidy and marketing makes American families get a lot of affordable calories that are empty, lacking in nutrition. As Michael Pollan points out, there's a reason why a bunch of carrots costs more than a package of Twinkies. There's no support for fruits and vegetables. They don't even have crop insurance for, they call it specialty crops. I call it food, to cover them in times of disaster. Instead, there's a very elaborate and expensive program that pays for large commodities, say corn, wheat, soy, cotton, and especially sugar, that shortchanges people. All is not lost. We see signs of reform. There are some healthcare systems that are actually writing prescriptions for healthy food and paying for it because it saves them money. At a time when we as Americans have reset some of our fundamental citizen systems, we ought to encourage more active transportation, like walking, cycling, and transit. We need to do a better job of protecting our precious water supplies. What's happening in some communities like Phoenix is a city on the edge of not being livable. Now, I'm not going to suggest that you're the solutions to all our ills, but I do think your approach in terms of trying to provide value, being able to engage people in positive health outcomes, habits and accountability for results, and flexibility for new approaches is indeed part of the ultimate solution. Whether it's how we deal with water, how we deal with groceries, or how we deal with healthcare, we all have an important part to play as we move forward in a way that promotes livable communities. For over 50 years, I've worked to make the federal government a better partner, making our families safer, healthier, and more economically secure. It's how we build on our land, manage our resources, and how we deal with food or provide healthcare that is all part of an integrated equation that you know better than any. We want to get more value out of what we do for the necessary supports for our communities. You have an important role to play in this entire conversation. I appreciate the role that you have served. I appreciate your decision to locate the fabulous campus in the heart of 82nd Avenue, an orphan highway that is being brought back to life and made safer, and you are a symbol of a street that no longer divides our community, but brings us together. What we do to enhance this corridor is to be able to provide even more services through your campus, reaching out in the clinic and helping educate the public. I think what you're doing is really exciting. I appreciate what you've done in terms of that investment in this university, in our community's future, and in training professionals and equipping our citizens to lead healthier, happier lives. Thank you for the honor of being here with you today, working with you to make sure the federal government is a better partner that you deserve. Thank you for helping me understand some of the contributions you're making to the future of healthcare. And thank you for caring about the community in such a positive way. It's been an honor to speak with you today. It's been an honor to work with you for over 50 years, to learn with you. I look forward to your continued success, learning together on making the most out of our opportunities, bringing people together to solve problems rather than create new ones. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman. Our commencement speaker's journey and accomplishments are too numerous to address in a brief introduction, but it is my honor to provide a summary and to introduce Dr. L. David Pies, a 1996 graduate of University of Western States and the 2019 UWS Alumnus of the Year. Over the span of Dr. Pies's professional career, he has been a leader in best practices in chiropractic care, both in direct care to patients and in service on numerous professional organizations, including the Canadian Chiropractic Association and the Steering Committee for the Canadian Chiropractic Guideline Initiative. In addition, Dr. Pies is a mentor for Indigenous youth, having spoken at numerous Indigenous educational events and having paved the way for future generations as the first Indigenous chiropractor to practice in Saskatchewan. Always a voice for compassion and quality of patient care, Dr. Pies's career exemplifies the UWS motto, "For the good of the patient." Please join me in offering a warm welcome to Dr. Pies.
Good morning. It is an honor and a cherished privilege to greet you today. And wow, you guys look awesome. I'd like to thank Dr. Brimhall for inviting me to be here today. And as I mentioned, I am an alum of University of Western States. So I'm sorry, this is just a little much. All right, back at it. So back when I went to University of Western States, it was Western States Chiropractic College, and it was back on 132nd Avenue. And back then, we only offered Doctor of Chiropractic and baccalaureate degrees. So it's really encouraging for me to see the growth, the tremendous opportunities that the university now offers, the different programs, and frankly, the campus that you guys have is phenomenal. especially for me, comparing it back to the small school that was on 132nd. So I have a lot of fond memories of my time at the University of Western States. And being here today has brought back so many waves of nostalgia, and it's just such a privilege to be able to address this class of 2024. I really have a lot that I owe the University of Western States. In fact, I feel a lot of who I am today is significantly formed by the campus that was there. Not only to be proud of who I am, back when I first came to the University of Western States, I would basically tell very shyly that I was Native American. And back where I grew up, that I would always sometimes face judgment or a little bit of reservation or even some scorn. But coming to Portland, coming to the University of Western States, I was very much celebrated and feel to be proud of that. Secondly, it took a very shy introvert and transformed somebody who looks for opportunities for challenges and opportunities to help others. So I'm very, like I said, very proud and very indebted to the culture values provided by this fine institution. Now, I have a few things to share with you, and I don't want to be long, because I know the heat and the fact that you're sitting here, you want to get to celebrating. But I do have one disclaimer that I have to share with you today. And I know my wife and daughters are a little apprehensive because I'm notorious for dad jokes. So please, I ask I apologize and ask for your forgiveness now in case one slips out. As you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous, and this tram thing here has been bothering me, and I hope it doesn't become traumatic. Okay, that's out. It's gone. No more. That's not going to happen. But enough of that. They're all locked down. So let me get back on track. First and foremost, congratulations, class of 2024. You've strived for this moment through the past months, years, and please take a moment to enjoy this milestone and savor this day, because truly you've earned this moment. And as the famous Gen X philosopher said in his immutable words, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around a while, you could miss it. Thank you, Ferris Bueller. With countless papers, quizzes, exams, finals, boards, and some of you licensing and practical exams, you're at the precipice of a new chapter of your life. You've accomplished so much, not just in your studies, but coming through a pandemic and living through a world that is ever changing with challenges faced every day. And I'm sure there were times where you thought this day was elusive, it would never happen, but you're here. And I'm sure at times there was challenges you had to come through. And like all outstanding achievements, if there wasn't challenges, it wouldn't be exceptional. And I'm sure if you think back, there might have been some missteps, perhaps some course corrections or falls that needed to occur during this journey. But I want to encourage you by this quote by Nelson Mandela. It says, "Do not judge me by successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up." Now, some of you may have not experienced these missteps, and unfortunately, not to be the bearer of bad news, but to be judicious and honest, you will face adversity. That is the big equalizer of the human existence. And now we have the choice of how we will respond. And I have confidence in this group of individuals that they will get back up, no matter what missteps or falls they have, and they won't shrink away from adversity. And in fact, I have a prediction that some of you will be on a platform just like this, extolling other young people to rise up to meet that challenge, and also to get back up and continue that fight. Now, we don't struggle in this battle alone. Now, if I remember back to my university days, one of the orientations said, look to your left, now look to your right. One of those people aren't going to be here. And I thought that was pretty horrific, but I have a little twist on that. So everybody, if you don't judge me, look to your left. look to your right. These are the colleagues that went with you through this journey. These are the people here that supported you through cram sessions, quizzes, the whole bit. Now, yeah, that's worth a celebration. Now, as you go out into your professional career, remember you're going to be joined by other colleagues. You're joining a bigger circle. And to paraphrase Ned Stark, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. For those of you who are Game of Thrones fans. Now, we also didn't succeed solely on our colleagues, but I encourage you, if you may, graduates, look just a little behind you for a second. See all the people that are here? They're here because of you. These are the people that gave up time, resources, finances to encourage you, and for those that were with you, maybe spent countless hours looking at the back of your heads while you poured down, studied, and did your studies. And if you would join me in 1 second by giving them a round of applause, because I think they deserve it as well. Now, the other part that I want to share with you today is encourage you to keep learning. You're now entering an even more significant challenge. The professional arena is where you now take your learned skills and use them to benefit our world. And once again, to quote Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Now, class of 2024, now is the time for you to use these skills to be change agents. And in whatever circumstance your career takes you, remember to be confident in the knowledge and skills imparted of you. We have so much to thank our lecturers, our faculty, our professors who brought us to this moment. And if you think back, I'm sure if you close your eyes someday, or even now, some of you can still remember the pearls of wisdom that can be heard. Lean into these, and I can tell you from my experience and practice that I can still hear these sage advice and these clinical pearls when I'm working with patients today. I also want to encourage you to remain curious. And I'm sorry, Ted Lasso, this quote doesn't come from Walt Whitman, the American poet, but nonetheless, it's still good. Be curious and not judgmental. I'm not sure who is credited for these words, but the point is still the same. Use your knowledge to be curious. Continue to learn and avoid rushing to judgment. Also, as much as you can, remain optimistic. Or if you become pessimistic, try to choose the opposite. For I recently read from Ronald LeBoyd, optimism isn't a personality characteristic. I considered it a studied act of political resistance. So if you want to be political and involve resistance, be optimistic. And especially in this world where we find lots of negativity, I encourage you in your practice when you're out there and you encounter people who are suffering and needing your care to actively choose to be both curious and optimistic, because it won't come naturally. Lastly, I think it's also important to set context for this day. You share this auspicious day with a few other international and noteworthy days. The first is International Yoga Day. So you think back years from now and you're feeling a little inflexible or a little stressed, remember to do a little yoga on International Yoga Day, your graduation day. The second is National Selfie Day. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that, but I'm very happy I ignored the urge to bring up my phone and take one right now. The third is World Giraffe Day. And I know here comes the dad joke. Okay, I'm going to resist it, especially for those who are chiropractic students talking about necks. We won't go there. To change the focus a little bit, the last day is more of a Canadian thing. So for those of you who are north of the border, you'll understand this. For those of you who are not, just please enjoy my musings. Today is National Indigenous Peoples Day in Canada. And with it being kind of the first full day of Canada, thank you. Being the first full day of summer and being here, I find this to be an incredible coincidence or just a very opportune, serendipitous time. So today, if you will permit me, I want to bring greetings to you and a blessing in my traditional language. Now, I in no way wish to impart or imbue you with my faith or traditions, but simply to bring the words as a blessing. And you can take for them what they were, but please accept them in the intent that they're given. So I'm an Anishinaabe or Ojibwe for those in kind of the mid Lakes region of Chippewa. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read this in Ojibwe first and then say the words in English here. So, Mishnagane Dunwe, Winamine Nokang Day, give us peace in our hearts so that we can work well together. Nabushmanag, Winin Mishmanag, help us to walk our culture well, help us to live well in a healthy way. Migwich Kichimendu Migwich. Thank you, Creator, thank you. And thank you for allowing me to bring that. And I hope that resonates with you. You are part of a culture. You are part of a group that's going to bring out change in the world. So I'm about to bring my closing here, and it's going to be a little modification of a closing we used to use when I was president of the Canadian Chiropractic Association. We used to say there has never been a better time to be a chiropractor. But today, being in Portland and addressing you today, there has never been a better time to be a University of Western States graduate. Thank you so much.
Can we give Dr. Pace another round of applause? At this time, I invite Dr. Rosalia Messina to provide a special presentation.
Good morning, graduates and guests. The conferring of an honorary degree is a special designation of accomplishment that goes beyond the ordinary. It is awarded to an individual who stands out as particularly dedicated, with achievement in significant areas of human endeavor and outstanding service to the university, the nation, and humanity at large. The honorary degree we will confer today is the Doctor of Laws, awarded for exceptional service to the university and the community at large. The recipient of this degree receives a special diploma, an academic hood with the University of Western States colors, and by tradition becomes a member of the 2024 graduating class. Today, I have the distinct honor of naming two recipients of the UWS honorary degree. Dr. Pace, will you please join me at the lectern? So I don't think I need to convince you that Dr. Pace is very deserving of this award, but it is my honor to talk about Dr. Pace for just a moment. Dr. David Pace, a visionary leader, mentor, and chiropractic physician, you have inspired excellence among students, your community, and the chiropractic profession. As the first Indigenous chiropractic physician to practice in Saskatchewan, Canada, you have steadfastly endeavored to mentor Indigenous youth and pave the way for future generations of Indigenous healthcare providers. You have been a leader in advocating for best practices, serving as a voice for quality patient care, and for advocating for the adoption of patient-centered, evidence-informed treatment approaches. For your unwavering devotion to mentoring, leading, and serving others, for your consistent dedication to our core values, it is my honor to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws. Please join me in. Congressman Earl Blumenauer has also received an honorary degree today. He unfortunately had to step off to another event, but we are honoring him today for his numerous contributions to University of Western States, Oregon, and the nation itself. Thank you.
I now invite Dr. Ellie Morton to present the Trustee Emeritus distinction.
It is with great honor to present the distinction of Trustee Emeritus to Dr. Leo Romero on behalf of the UWS Board of Trustees. The Trustee Emeritus distinction is reserved for retired board members who have demonstrated exceptional and enduring service to both the board and the university. Dr. Romero served on the Board of Trustees from 2005 to 2013, finishing as board chair. This time was pivotal for Western States Chiropractic College as we transitioned from a single-purpose college to a university offering a diversity of health sciences degrees that today's graduates have earned. Beyond the tenure as the Board of Trustees, Dr. Romero has significantly contributed to the university by referring numerous students, one of which is here today, hosting chiropractic interns in their community-based clinical education, and is generously gifted to support the Romero Assessment Center, where students have an unparalleled opportunity to practice their skills with standardized patients and receive assessment and feedback in their clinical skills development. Dr. Romero has been in private practice as a chiropractor since 1992 and currently operates 4 practices in Washington State. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we thank you for your many contributions and honor you today with the distinction of Trustee Emeritus. Please join me at the lectern.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Wow. Dear distinguished guests, faculty of the university, students, and all in the audience, it is a pleasure for me to share this day with my daughter, Dominique, as well as the rest of the graduating class of Western States. My name is Leo Romero, and I am a trustee emeritus now at the University of Western States. This is a very honorable position. I have worked very hard for the last 32 years, not only for myself, but for the profession. This is an incredible honor. I am pleased and I'm honored to be recognized for all the suffering, all those stressful moments. And becoming a chiropractor was the best thing that ever happened to me. I am here to also wish and expect that you do the same. I encourage you to have a vision, and I encourage you to be demanding. I have never forgotten, nor will I forget, what it felt like to be sleep deprived, stress beyond the max, suffer mental pain, and feel total exhaustion. I have never forgotten that, folks. I'm there with you. I'm here to tell you, though, that that is your badge of honor. Don't ever forget that. That's what makes it worthwhile. All that suffering, you earn it. Because you earn it, you will be a better chiropractor. I also want to share something with you that resonates with me. I want to share what Winston Churchill said on their finest hour speech. He says this: "Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." Don't forget that, you guys, because it really is. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of giving to the university. Yes, giving to the University of Western States. It can be done, folks. It sure can, but it requires you guys to be leaders in that role. How do we get students that in many ways are generally unsatisfied with the system to become an active participant in actually changing and transforming the system that you're in now? Well, first, I suggest that you get mad and you get over it. Then I suggest that you learn to share credit. Then learn to remain calm and be kind. Every healthcare profession is encountering statistical problems now. I encourage you all within your vision to make a pledge to yourself, a secret pledge, if you will, that you will become a leader in this profession and contribute and become a solution provider, not a problem. There's plenty of that already. Leadership requires you to understand that optimism is a force multiplier. You should not take counsel from your fears or naysayers. Do not let adverse facts stay on the way of your good decisions. For example, right now, you're in survival mode. I get it. I was there. As you progress in your career, you will achieve accolades. At that point, you need to give back to the profession and not complain. If we all gave more money, we all gave more time,
and we gave more healing, this profession and your career would be better. I think it's worth it. I think that this is what you should do. Please keep that in mind while you're developing your success. Be careful what you choose because you might get it. I want you to be excited about the future. The chiropractic profession is a wonderful profession. It offers you the opportunity to heal people and be a doctor. Keep in mind that you cannot make someone else's choices, so don't let someone else make yours. I wish the class of 2024 the best of luck in surviving through today's world. It's a challenging world out there. The university, quite frankly, does prepare you clinically for success. Western States grads are more prepared and seem to adapt better to the challenges that we're all faced with. I know that firsthand. Don't forget this, you guys. This is very important because it's very simple. Check the small things. It ain't as bad as it looks. It would look better tomorrow morning. Cheers, folks, and congratulations.
Thank you. And now for the student address. Please help me welcome Katya Bakhtiarova, class of 2024, to the stage. You're going to do great.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, proud parents, family, friends, faculty, and my fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the immense accomplishment of this class. It is an honor to stand before you today as your student speaker. I want to take a moment to thank my fellow graduates alongside all of my professors for this nomination. As I look at this remarkable group, I see more than just students. I see perseverance, growth, and friendships that have shaped our time today. Each of us walked a unique path, and today we unite not to just celebrate our individual achievements, but also the collective strength and the unity of our class. Well, we're going all our own ways, we're all moving out tomorrow, but before we do that, I want to take a moment to express our gratitude and thanks to all that supported us on this journey. To our parents, thank you for believing us. From helping us move into our empty apartment rooms on the first day of school, to the countless FaceTime calls, listening patiently as we vented about the overwhelming finals we had. Most importantly, thank you for carrying us through every challenge and being here today to see us cross the stage in our caps and gowns. To our professors, thank you for equipping us with the knowledge and skills to face the toughest challenges. From dissecting cadavers and identifying every nerve, artery, and vein, to mastering the complexities of the Stanford Metabolic Map. You helped us master the art of diagnosing a wide spectrum of conditions, from those affected by the nerve, artery, ligaments, and joints. And to our clinicians, thank you for your support and guidance during our clinical hours. From refining our deep tendon reflexes and ensuring we always ask, do all the sharps feel the same? To ensuring bilateral testing and orthopedic exams, and teaching us to hold every muscle test for a total of 5 seconds. You've challenged us to master the cranial nerve exam in under 1 minute, while also helping us perfect our HVLI techniques. Let's take a moment and give a round of applause for these individuals. Completing this program was filled with a share of challenges. While many of us began online classes, others remained online. Adjusting to in-person classes definitely wasn't easy, but it taught us resilience and adaptability as we mastered the complexity of the human anatomy through a computer screen. We overcame our first-time nerves when we all stood in front of a door, taking our deep breaths, running every condition and test in our minds, patiently waiting to hear the words of, "Interns, you may now enter and begin." We spent many nights grasping onto daily challenges, concepts, mastering detailed orthopedic exams, and memorizing new terms and pathways. Throughout this journey, we also dedicated ourselves to preparing for board exams, all while managing to find time for both friends and family. Yet, despite these obstacles, we made it. We found strength in each other. We drew in support from our family, friends, and professors. Every setback became a stepping stone, and each challenge taught us all a valuable lesson. Today, as we step into our roles as healthcare professionals, we carry the profound responsibility to always serve our patients with compassion and integrity. Our journey is just beginning, and from this moment forward, we must commit to making every decision with the well-being of our patient at heart. We must embrace diversity and strive for equality in all our interactions. Although our time as students have now come to an end, our true beginning and learning begins now. We must continuously seek knowledge and growth to provide the best care possible. With our hearts full of hope and our minds dedicated to healing, I am certain that you all are ready to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those we serve. Remember, graduates, it's all for the good of the patient. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Katya one more time. And now I invite Dr. Dana Sims to present the degree candidates. In honor of Dr. Romero's Trustee Emeritus distinction, he will join Dr. Messina in shaking hands with the graduates as they cross the stage and receive their diplomas. And now, graduates, please line up for the degree conferral.
Congratulations. All right, the part we've been waiting for. I now present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Chrissy Britt. Christopher Edward. Brianna Akemi Kaleo Nahi Nahi Okekai Fujii. In addition to the candidates who are joining us here in person, we have many who are joining us virtually. And I now present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling program who are participating remotely. Jamesia Davis Henderson and Nathan Villasenor. I now present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine. Ale Barrios, not here, I believe participating remotely. Jada Alize Renee Birch. Victor Hugo Ceballos. Aiden DeWeet. Janine Fink. Simran Nanwanhi. Kelly Knoll. Geneva Dane Olson. Brianna Michelle Orton. Abigail Joyce Patrick. Caio Ruiz. Sierra Thompson Nordquist. Estefania Vargas. Padmaja Basaretti. Stephen Vesbach. Sarah Yakel. I now present the candidates for the Master Degree in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine program who are participating remotely. And there are several of them, so I'll move through them all and then we can applaud at the end. But I hope they are joining us virtually. Sonia Armstrong, Ale Barrios, Alyssa Boisvert, Leanne Bauso, Brittany D'Amico, Ashley N. Figueroa Melendez, Jamie Fryer, Eva Guzman, Jana Jamal, Lillian Jewell, Lindsay Margaret Law, Emery Long, Haley Adeline Lyons, Iana Malcolm, Erin Ann Nalani Masutani, Sierra Lizana Mathis, Colleen Bridget Milligan, Brittany Montoya, Clara I. Morest, Kiara Orlando, Lisa Joelle Reister, Linda Sullivan, Lillian Amanai Tucker, Jennifer Van Sanford, Jocelyn Verity, Sierra Watermullen. I now present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Sport and Performance Psychology. Keita Aoki. Daniel Burton. Riley Dornian. Rihanna S. Karp. Beatrice Scher. Tyra Simeon. Alyssa Marie Soto. Takayuki Watanabe. I now present the candidates for the Master Degree in Sport and Performance Psychology program who are participating remotely. Onur Truker, Sydney Klippenstein, Cheryl Lynn, Tashaya Salter, Jenna Trombley, Meredith Turney. And I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education in Sport and Performance Psychology with clinical mental health counseling specialization. Mackenzie Elizabeth Arbeiter Brombeck. Erin Alyssa Cochran Davis. Bernadette Delia Correa. Andrea Lee Grassmick. And the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in Sport and Performance Psychology with clinical mental health counseling specialization who are participating remotely, Kristen Simber. I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in Sport and Performance Psychology. Sarah Dowd. James Allen Carcanes. Catherine Maria Leek. Camille Robinson Powell. Megan Elizabeth Wilson. Olivia Younger. Angelica Zimmerman. Aubrey Jo Zins. I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in Sport and Performance Psychology who are participating remotely. Nicole Davis, Hannah Davis, Hunter Dylan Jackson, Christina M. Kramer, Raquel Manning, Kimberly Platt, Taylor Rabine, Brooke Rundle, and Rachel Stone. I now present to you the candidates for the Doctor of Clinical Nutrition. Ashley Anderson. Jessica Campbell. Brianna Yvonne Clark. Laura Farnsworth. Helena Fowler. Tiffany Jane Garcia. Megan Lyons. Brooke McGregor. Maisha Norman. Natalie Natasha Palmer. Amber Dawn Rice Horvath. Tara Marie Torres. Lahana Vigliano. And I now present the candidates for the doctorate degree of clinical nutrition program who are participating remotely. Christine Angus, Mary Beth Augustine, Deborah Borsico, Jeannie Cherubini, and Amanda Glover. I now present to you the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. Those candidates with a green stole are also candidates for the Master of Science degree in sports medicine, so dual degrees if you see the green. All right, Brianna Lachey Alex. Brianna E. Alonso. Willow Michaela Altilio. Ethan Anderson. David Armour. Kayla Armstrong. Trent Ashby. Olivia Catherine Rose Ayers. Sasha Bobovich. Katia Bakhtiarova. Katia, sorry about that. Michaela Batchelor. Quincy Park Bates. Hallie Bergwall. Emily Bogus. Joshua Duke Bokish. Amy Boucher. Peyton Brock. Jonathan Cahoon. Natalia Calderon. James Calhoun. Samuel Carr. Jaspreet Kaur Shahal. Jasing Chan. Han Chang. Megan Chin. Nathan Christensen. Lexus Clark. Caitlin Clifford. Bree Cooper. Lauren Davis. Manroop Cordale. Peter Timothy Delkeskamp. Poonamdeep Kaur Deol. Benjamin Ian DePass. Nicola Dovey. Darian Dunlap. Haley Esau. Tony Espinoza. Jackson Foreman. Tyler James Ferguson. Harsimran Kaur Garcha. Sonia Garcia. Justin Geyer. Dylan Gitz. Olivia Gomez. Kayla Goodwin. James Gordon. Well, I lost. Alicia Grayboys. Hunter Gray. Taryn Griffiths. Grace Goodrian. Saeed Habib. Sabrina Haig. Parham Harati. Luke J. Harrison. Alexandria Raquel Herrera. Tyler Huang. McKenna Isaac. Kendra Jensen. Brittany Jewin. Innerdeep Kaur Chuti. Tyler Jones. Matt Kadar. Shiv Kang. Manraj Kang. Samantha Kessler. Cheyenne Hodabande. Hannah Kim. Jesse Lapper. Jonah Lazar. Jemiah Lewis. Daniel Lukanchuk. Dylan McLeod. Jen Martins. Andrew Martin. Esteban Martinez Francia. Sierra Mayberry. Rebecca McAvoy. Jethro McFarland. Blade Mullaney. Charlie Meredith. Rebecca Miles. Vala Mulamusa. Sean Mueller. Samantha Mullen. Aaron Murdoch. Vivi Nguyen. Brennan Noonan. Chloe O'Brien. Kevin Mark Unjin. Andrew Peck. Austin Palmer. Kimberly Pearson. Nick Peck. Jordan Howman Pham. Trang Fong. Christian Pollard. Brandon Pasutka. Dominic Romero. Alexander Rybar. Matt Sedang. Harmeen Kaur Samra. Rachel Santa Maria. Dylan Howard Savage. Alexandra Saka. Hannah Sheck. Valerie Schlotke. Manmeet Kaur Sidhu. Aiden Sloan. Brendan Smith. Ivan Soto Martinez. Anjana Suresh. Eris Sweener. Reed Thompson. Trent Thompson. Jimmy Tran. Mackenzie Van Spangen. Elena Luisa Vasquez. Kenneth Wade. Moses Sami Yassin. Anderson Young. Ranim Youssef. Chang Hao Zhou. And the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree who are participating remotely: Andrew M. Ferretto, Christopher Junta. Congratulations.
Okay, graduates, take a deep breath in and out, because that whole walking and remembering which hand to shake is all finished and you're now officially done. So now it's my honor to confer your degrees. I will start with the Bachelor of Science degree, please. Will the candidates in person and virtually for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. You may be seated. Will the candidates in person and virtually for the Master of Science degrees please rise? By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. You may be seated. Will the candidates in person and virtually for the Doctor of Education degree please rise? Special shout out to these folks for getting through dissertation. So, okay. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of the Doctor of Education with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. You may be seated. Will the candidates in person and virtually for the Doctor of Clinical Nutrition degree please rise? And will I say, what an amazing turnout from our group. So thank you for being here. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Clinical Nutrition with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. You may be seated. And lastly, will the candidates, both virtually and in person, for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree please rise? By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. You may be seated. Okay, and just when you are getting comfortable being seated, I'd ask all the graduates in person and virtually to please rise. And I'd ask you to turn and applaud your family and friends, your partners, your spouses, your children for supporting you. Okay, don't sit yet. Okay, and then please turn to your esteemed faculty. This is your group, have been your guide and mentors through this journey. Please join me in applauding them. UWS graduates, I ask that you remain standing for one final, a faculty member will lead you in the oath. And so I will turn it over to Dr. Ann Venderly. Thank you and congratulations.
I'd like to invite the UWS alumni to also rise. Now I invite all graduates of University of Western States to affirm the UWS oath. I state your name, take this oath. As a graduate of University of Western States, I will respect the dignity and protect the confidences of those I serve. I will uphold the highest professional, ethical, and moral standards in all of my actions. I dedicate myself to the promotion of health, the prevention of illness, and the alleviation of suffering. I will collaborate with other healthcare professionals to promote health and wellness. I will continue learning throughout my life so that I may provide for the good of those I serve. I commit myself to caring for others, regardless of their means, with compassion, honesty, and integrity. May these principles guide, strengthen, and inspire me. So help me God. Congratulations.
I hate to stop this, but you may be seated. That was beautiful. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Amy Ohana to share some remarks from the university faculty.
On behalf of the UWS faculty, I extend my warmest congratulations to the 2024 graduates, and to your families and friends, congratulations to you as well. This moment is tremendous. Graduates, I'm going to share a little secret with you, one that you probably already knew deep down, but maybe didn't want to say it out loud. Or if you were aware of it, you just didn't want to say it out loud. So because I'm a mental health counselor and we talk about the real stuff, I'm going to say it right now in front of all of these people. Today, this moment is not your big celebration. We're here today celebrating, so let's give the moment the honor it deserves. But your big celebration will come more softly, maybe even privately. It may have already come when you passed your comprehensive exam, or when the client at your internship thanked you profusely for helping them. For others, your big celebration may come when you see your name on the front door of your own clinic, or when you get that dream offer from that pro team, or the first morning you wake up knowing you don't have to cram in a couple hours of study time into an already impossible day. It is in those moments when you feel and when you see the result of your effort, and even more so when you recognize the positive impact that your effort has on those around you, that is your big celebration. Achievement is not about getting an A.
In fact, it's not about getting a degree at all. And yes, you just heard that from a professor. Achievement is the voice that comes from a quiet place within you that says, you can do amazing things. Now go get after it. But because you are smart and because you worked your gluteus off to be here today, I suspect you already knew this, which means you really are ready to get the heck out of here. Congratulations, graduates, and from your faculty, we want you to know that our big celebration is you.
Thank you, Dr. Ohana. To offer closing remarks, I invite Dr. Marcia Prenguber to the podium.
It's really all been said, and I have just a minute, so we're almost done. Hang in there. As has been pointed out numerous times today, this isn't the finish line. It's really the starting line. So get yourselves ready in that regard. You've earned this. This is a gift of knowledge that you must now bestow. In return, the gifts of service and hope as you move forward in your careers. This gift is also a privilege. Remember always to treat the person, not the condition. Your impact on the world comes from really small moments that you may or may not realize at the time. So make a point of daily acts of kindness with integrity. Choose optimism and humor. You can lift the mood of a person or an entire room by how you are. The effect you have on others is likely your greatest gift. We wish you all the best. Now go and enjoy the day and your new beginning.
Thank you to everyone who helped organize this amazing event, and special thanks to Celtic Muse for providing the music for the ceremony. And now, if you are able, please stand for the closing recessional. The recessional is guided by protocol and tradition. First, those of us on stage will leave, then followed by the faculty. Finally, our newest colleagues, the graduates, will follow. Again, thank you for joining us. Here's wishing you congratulations and a wonderful journey ahead.
you.